G'day and welcome back to Aussie Built Rides. We are back in the shed again finally because I have work to do. So you guys saw in the last episode that I actually got an R1 and it is awesome. But I broke it. Didn't take me long and I've already broken it. So the other day I actually put it on the radiator. So I gotta fix that. Turns out the fan actually rattled and then rubbed on one of the fins, and that's completely, the radiator's no good. Anyway, on the bench I've got another radiator. I've also got a bunch of other parts to put on which are going to be sweet. Don't know what I'm going to do first. First I'm going to pull it apart. But what I do have, I have got some block off plates. Get rid of these ugly mirrors. They look like insect antennas and they irritate me. Not a fan. So, they're going. To replace them, we've got some bar end mirrors. Gonna get rid of these grips. I'm actually gonna put OEM Kawasaki grips on there because I really like the feel of them and I have some. So, OEM Kawasaki grips, bar end mirrors, block off plates, halos. We're gonna put halos in. I've also got some new indicators for these because I am not a fan. I think that's pretty ugly. So I've got some new ones in there that are going to look sleek. Those, on the other hand, are going to come back around here under the license plate and pretty much do what these are doing. But they're going to come out the bottom, and I'm going to move the license plate back. If you look under here, that, my friends, is a spring-loaded door hinge. Now, the reason that they do that is that makes this move. You can fold under. Can't get seen, flip it out, it's legal. But previous owner decided to put a screw directly into the plastics so it doesn't move, and I don't like it, and I'm gonna change it. Exhaust there. Oh yeah, you actually saw me work on those exhausts, so I forgot about that. Forgot I did that one. But first up, all I know is that I need to start tearing it apart, getting to it, because the radiator does need to come out. That is one job. And while I'm at it, I'm also going to do a full service, and I will give you a video on that as well. But that is enough talking for now. Let's play some music and let's get tearing it down. Alright, so it was nice and easy. Got one side off. The whole fairing is held on with these little speed nut things. They're really cool. Yeah, check this out. Come to this side. Just little Allen heads. Just turn it a half. Turn. Pop out. Done. How fucking cool is that? So those are really nice and easy to come off. It's just all these little speed nuts on the side, two down here, and then one in here. And then you've got two little plugs that go in this. Once they're out, they just pull apart, and it actually comes apart with a little black insert that obviously funnels the air into the radiator. So yeah, they come off a lot easier than I thought they would. But I think I'll have to take the whole air intake and the headlight off and everything like that, because obviously I'm going to work on the headlights while it's all apart, and I need to get the radiator out, and the more that's gone, the easier it'll be. So just take it all off first. Nice and easy. Alrighty, so I just looked it up, and these intakes don't have to come off, but I will get these off. They don't need to be there. What happens is I pull this off, which are just little pins and screws and rah. These come off. There's another plug that goes in there. Unplug all the wiring that goes to it, and you might be able to see them right in there below the dampener. 2 bolts. That's all that holds that front on. So that is that off, plugs, and then those bolts, and the whole lot comes off. So let's get to it. Alrighty, so that's revealed something very unpleasant. So that's where it bolts on, just these two little holes in here. So that's come off. In the back, you got this bracket, which is also meant to have this one attached. So that's broken. Explains why there was a bit of wobble in it. I thought it was just weight savings and whatever, but apparently not. That's broken. I'll have to order one of them when I can afford it. This might be a while, so I'll just put it on as it is. Pray that it doesn't break again. But yeah, that's off now. Alrighty, so I'm going to do a bit more digging into this. I have a feeling that shouldn't move. Anyways, I'm going to service that and put some new oil in it and make it a bit nicer, hopefully. But for now, because I know I'm going to drain the oil and do all the fluids and stuff, I'm going to get these bottom fairings off and just strip it all down, make it all easy, open and accessible. And then I will look into something else that we can do for next. Don't know what'll be on today's agenda, but I will figure it out. Alright, so I got that off now and my hands are gross. So I'm gonna go have dinner now. They're off, they're a pain in the ass. Don't think, well no, definitely. Someone's gonna put screws in the bottom. Lovely. Everything on this bike is turning out to be shit, which I'm not happy about, but yes, that's what you get. But I will have to look into them. They're all clipped together, but they've put screws in. Don't know, I'll just take the screws out and probably just use it for the clips. But I will get back to you soon. Alrighty, so it's the next day now. Back on working on this. I've got my oil and coolant down there so I can go and do a full service on it. I've already got an oil filter, all that sort of stuff. First thing, I'm gonna pull it out of the shed and drain the coolant out because it is just easier to pull the thing out of the shed than it is to contain it. So, pull the coolant out, and then I gotta work on getting the radiator out. That one shouldn't be too hard, I believe. Just unplug everything and then it'll unbolt. Pretty simply. So that's it for now. Let's get it out, get it drained, and then we'll look at pulling the radiator out. Alrighty, so I've changed my mind. I'm not going to pull the radiator out right now. I'm going to do the rest of the service first, which is oil, the oil filter. I'm also going to go and pull the tank off so I can look at the air filter and give that a bit of a clean out. I already did have a look at it. It is a K&N one, so I don't have to replace it. You might have to if you have an OEM one, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to blow it back out, get it nice cleaned. So for that, I know that's going to come off, so I can get these off, and then there's some bolts in under here, and this is already broken on mine, so I've ordered new ones of them as well. They'll come when I get my headlights day, but I'm just going to put it back together for now so I can ride it because it's going to be for like 2 months. So seats come off, the side panels come off, there's bolts under here, there's one back here, and then there's obviously this one in here. Once they get off, you can tilt the tank up and you'll see what happens after that. Alright, so once you got them off, this tank can be pulled up, and here you got all your lines and stuff. You probably should undo all of those, but I'm not going to, because I got a short stubby screwdriver and I know that I can get to all these without taking it off. And I'm lazy, so I'm going to do that. Don't forget to take this plug out. That's for your fuel sender, I believe, and fuel pump, one of the two. Actually, no, wait. What am I thinking? Airbox, that's an airflow sensor. So there's also, underneath this little plug here, a screw. So don't think about that one. I'm going to pull all them off, pull the air filter out, hit it with the air compressor, and give it a clean out, and then I'll throw it back in there. So that's a real quick, easy job to do with the air filter-ish. And then I will go and drop the oil and look at changing the oil filter, which looks like that'll be an absolute pain in the ass with these exhaust manifolds. Oh, I'll figure that out when I get to it. And then I will change this out. That'll be in a different episode, I believe. Or maybe this one. Don't know. Haven't figured it out yet. But either way, nice quick. Air filter, Out now. Alright, so I figured while I let it sit there and let that drain, I'm going to go and start on pulling this radiator out. All I know is I'm going to take all the hoses off around it. I believe the fan can stay attached, so I just have to unplug it. I'll take this bit here off, whatever that's doing. And then it's a bolt underneath and 2 on the top. So it's not really in there that well, so it'll make it really easy to get out. Well, that didn't go smoothly. I've also found another thing that's broken. It's bottom bracket. So I'll try and make another one of them. They came out alright, and then I missed obviously these two. Got to undo them. They were an absolute pain in the ass. But it's off now. And that's all drained in there. It's just slight drip, so I'll put that plug back in and the new filter, and then I will get the new radiator in, ready to fill up all the new fluids. I should go through here and put new spark plugs in it, but I'm not gonna. It's doing alright. I can get them out another day. It's not that big a deal. I think that was it too. Yeah, this here, the heads up with this plug, is an absolute pain in the ass. Such a stupid design. I don't know what they were thinking when they put that in there. Thing's ridiculous. So keep an eye out for that thing, because you're gonna hate it. But alrighty, put that sun plug back in. I'll put the new oil filter on, which I've got sitting just here. But remember, when you go and you install a new oil filter, yeah, always double check your seal's not on here, and always put a fresh bit on here around that O-ring to make sure it seats properly. Probably not that necessary, but it's definitely a good bit of insurance. I'm gonna have to try and wash off all that oil there as well. I think when I get it all back up, all the hoses and shit done up, I'll take it outside and I will give it a quick hose and wash off all the coolant that went everywhere when it was leaking. So, where it was leaking, actually just in here. Just in that set of fins right there. One here, obviously the band has touched it or something along those lines. I'm not touching it now, but yeah, definitely right up here, right at the top of the fan. Nice tiny little pinhole which made it spray everywhere. So I'll have to look at making a quick new bracket for that. Put the new radiator in, which is in this box over here. There we go. Nice and pretty. They look about the same. Just get everything transferred over to it. Sweet. Alrighty, the radiator is in, looking fresh. No, it looks really nice. I do think that looks a hell of a lot better than an older one covered in bugs and shite. All the hoses connected, the oil filter's back in, some plugs back in, so now I'm going to take it... No, I'm going to put oil in it first. Needs oil, and then I'll be taking it outside, hosing it down, getting rid of all this coolant and stuff while I can get to it really easily, and the oil that's down there on top of those headers. That way I can get it all nice and clean, no oil, no air, no nothing that shouldn't be there, and then I can start it up while it's out there, because I've got a post mix, so I'll just put it in there, and then I'll just fill it with water until it's all good. So yeah, nice and easy. Alrighty, so the oil I've got for this one this time is this GTX Ultra Clean. It's a 1540 weight, which is more the important part. So the recommendation for this is 1030 weight if you're in a bit of a cooler climate. Otherwise 2040, I believe. And they put a bit of a temperature limit on it. So the 1030 weight is good if it cruises around 90 degrees. I have found the moment I get into stop traffic here, it shoots up past 100. It's a pain in the ass, it's fucking hot. So I've gone 1540, so it's between the two, the bottom weight, and then 40 weight for the hot temperatures and shit of Australia. Now, I don't know how much it's going to need. I know it's probably close to 3 litres, maybe 4. So I've got 5.5 litres here. Shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Let's just get it in there. Now where the fuck's my phone? Alrighty, so that's all done now. I've got it all bled and it's all good. So it can be run now. Just finally. But that'll gonna be it for today. Tomorrow I'm going to bleed all the brakes, put all new fluid in them, and then that'll be a full service done. So the air filter's done, the coolant's done, the radiator and the oil and filter. So it's all nice now, and I'm just gonna do the brake fluids because they're a bit spongy and they're not real right. So the better they are, the better. I'm also going to service this. Get a bit of wobble to it. I'm going to put some new oil in that, and then that should make it really nice and strong and lovely. Along with that, I'm also going to do halos in the headlight. They're going to be sweet, and I am super keen. But that is it for today. Like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you liked the video. Stick around, stay subscribed for the next one where I can show you how to do your brakes and all that sort of stuff. Hope that was enough information to help you service your R1, if you have one. Because they're getting old now, getting cheap, and they're fucking fun. So, like, comment, subscribe. I will catch you in the next video. I'm out.